you can tell just how challenging this process has been for us. I think as we started talking about it publicly, we're getting feedback from our members. Our team is thinking more critically about it than we ever have before. We do not have consensus right now. We do have what we think is a really good compromise, and I think it is gonna take a little bit of time to work out the language, and I don't think we're gonna be able to do it today. Again, we have some team members that are not present, and they know what the deal is if they're not able to be here, unfortunately. But I do think it's fair that if we can ask for an extension, that we can hammer out this language, and just have everybody feel good. But I wanna show you all the language, and I think that we have a compromise, so to me, it is worth it to ask for an extension. Again, we really do not want to go to impasse, and I understand that impasse, especially if we just were completely at odds, but I think we're still working together. And so to me, I hope that that is good enough. So I'm gonna share that language. So at this point, this is the only language that we do not have an agreement on. I'm trying to make it larger. So where it currently stands is that we added that the appointed positions will come from commander and division chief rank. So upon vacancy, positions in the classification of division chief and assistant chief shall be filled from the commander and division chief rank. See that language here. If we scroll down, so we understand that we have 9 division chiefs right now. And so we talk about the 10th, 11th, and 12th division chiefs can be appointed based on a new eligibility list, because we know that this current one is going to expire in March, I believe, because it will have been 2 years by then. And so then a new eligibility list, and the chief can appoint from anywhere on that list. And that is APD language. If one of our current tested folks leave, then they will come off the eligibility list, in the sense that at no time will there be more than 9 appointed division chiefs.
So when you're utilizing the term appointed, you are not offering an appointment by the chief at his discretion. We're only saying he can pick whatever number on the list he wants.
So when the chief does appointments, he asks for anybody who wants to, apply for that position. And so we're just saying that if you want to apply for an appointment, go through the process, and when you pass, the chief can appoint you. So it's kind of creating, it's similar to doing, he has a process which we think is too subjective, which is, he can use any process for laterals, for appointments. And we know that traditionally it has involved an interview, a letter of interest. And so we're saying that he can still appoint, but it comes off of the list, and people know that he is going to make appointments off of the eligibility list.
Okay, so nothing would change in the testing process. We would continue to do eligibility lists through the current process. And the only difference is that he just could pick whichever one as opposed to the top one.
Right. Okay.
can you send that to us and we'll go and see if we have any authority on anything.
So this language, like, how congruent it is. With something.
No, that's okay, this is actually not what we were anticipating even remotely, so.
So can I ask a question just for my clarification? So then, the chief's appointments will have to come from that eligibility list. It can't come from outside the eligibility list.
Just like how he asks for people to announce themselves when they want to be appointed, it's the same thing, but you're still on the eligibility list if you want to be.
Okay, so, we do not have the authority to give an extension for the contract. We do not feel like we've made any progress today at all.
There's not,
Do you have sound? It's just quiet. Okay, so we do not feel like we've made any progress at all. In fact, we believe that we've taken a step back. We don't have authority for an extension. So I think we need to just go ahead and look at, trying to meet Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this coming week. We do not appreciate, this is the second time where even though you've been granted ABL very liberally by the chief, we don't have enough people here to make a decision. That's very frustrating to us. So we would like to meet Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, try to get something done. We've already missed the deadline for your people to be able to get a raise timely in October. That doesn't mean that something can't be negotiated, but it's not going to hit the payroll deadline to have that happen. So that's why we were trying to hit the August 31st date. We can still keep trying before the end of the contract. We still have time before that to come to an agreement. So that's what we would like to do.
I think that, so I totally hear you, and because of the disagreement that we've had on our team, to us, it's been more imperative that we try to inform people, and because of the trying to hit this deadline, there has been some miscommunication on our team on that part, which has caused just some issues. And so to that effort, we really want to, we really want to be intentional about when the next date is. And so we have looked at our calendars as well. And we want to give a little bit more time because we keep scheduling these, okay, we're gonna go next week, we're gonna go next week, but it is very challenging to get all of us off at the same time, and I'm sure the same is for y'all as well. But we do have a calendar, and I just want to make sure that, we are not able to use that as an excuse, that we can pick a date that does work for the most of us. And, we've talked among our team about how do we handle absences and all that other stuff. So we hear you on that, and we want to work towards a date, and I'll be able to text that over to you. We still have the caucus room, and yeah. But we have looked at our schedules for the next 2 weeks, so we should be able to get a date to you.
Okay, so if we do not make the meeting, the first meeting in September, we will not be able to make the second meeting in September at all. We have long planned absences of several of our team members for the end of September, so we won't be able to meet them at all. So we are trying to meet with you every single day that we can. If you're having issues, timing wise with your team, that's fine. We are open Monday. We do need to get it posted by Friday to do that. So if you are able to rally together, something Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever you need, we are here and we are willing to bargain. We are hoping to come to an agreement.
Yeah, we are too, and we just want to make sure that the process, that we feel the pressure of getting a deal so that we don't have to go to impasse, and ideally, even an extension. But our team has to feel good about the process.
I understand that, and I understand you need time with your team. I just would encourage you to do that as timely as you're able.
And that's what we were doing, during this time, is coming up with the dates. So we have them, but it's just finalize them. We didn't know what y'all would say, so we didn't, go ahead and pick any out. But I will text you that.
Okay. Guess we're done.